Tell me a little bit about your character.
I play Benjamin. He's kind of the main character, and he's a science fiction writer, and he goes to a competition, a science fiction competition for kids, and his story gets plagiarized by his favorite author, Jemaine, and it's kind of his story of redemption.
Yeah, well, in the beginning, I'm Benjamin. That's my role, because I'm his hero, and gradually through the film, I become his nemesis. And he's a science fiction author who's been doing it for a long time, since he was a kid, and he's run out of ideas, and he's desperate. And then he reads Benjamin's manuscript for his novel, and decides to rip it off. He sends it in Jesus' design.
And I noticed that your character wears a Bluetooth for a while in the movie and doesn't actually really use it.
The entire movie.
Why?
I think he believes that if there are alien life forms, they'll probably communicate through Bluetooth technology.
Tell me about your characters in the movie.
We have long hair, both of us. That's one thing we have in common. We both have long blonde hair. What else?
My character plays Bronco in the high-def version of the movie made within the movie, while Sam plays Bronco in the visualization of the movie within the movie. And you'll have to see the movie to understand the distinction.
Yeah.
How much director and actor collaboration was involved in creating your characters?
A lot. I mean, Jared's very hands-on. You know, it is said that he can do every voice in Napoleon Dynamite.
Wow.
And very well, apparently.
Would you ever want to be in a full-length movie about Bronco?
Absolutely. Yeah. Sign me up.
Filmed under different circumstances.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe it's not so hot.
Maybe in a studio in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, soundstage.
And your character wears a snake for a lot of the movie. How was that decision made?
Jared called me in one day and he was like, I think Dusty should have a snake. He should be rocking a snake. And the truth is, I'm into snakes, so I didn't have a problem with it. Some of my co-stars were a little freaked out by the snake. The snake ruined a few good takes. But at one point, the snake takes a little snake crap on my shirt, which actually the snake didn't do. It was rigged. But that stuff, whatever they were squirting out of that snake, was the nastiest smelling stuff I've ever had to deal with, and it was hard to not kind of retch on camera when that thing was just dripping down my shirt.
So tell me a little bit about writing this movie together.
You know, the genesis kind of the idea for the film came from Jerusha's cousin. He lives up in Alaska, he's a teenager, and he writes really messed up science fiction stories that have had his parents concerned for a while, and so we kind of took that idea and ran with it. But the writing process is good.
How much of Benjamin is in both of you? Like, reminds you of Benjamin when you were younger?
Yeah, I think, just kind of all the strange adolescent awkwardness that he experiences in the film, I definitely relate to quite a bit, so.
Not to mention the mother was based on both of our mothers, so
kind of
gets a little familiar there.
Any Dr. Chevalier in you?
You know, I think, different workshops I attended as a kid and different, book signings and things like that kind of all contributed to the character of Chevalier and, people that I've been around, kind of, he's kind of the uber ego, narcissistic science fiction author.
Did you enjoy putting together the fake movie? I noticed you used VHS camera for it.
That was fun, very, very fun to film. I was used to shooting VHS because that's how we made all my films as a kid. And that day we had a record number of setups, man. We jammed through it, but it was one of my favorite. It was her favorite scene in the whole film is
so great. I want to develop that into a real movie and have Jared shoot it on like a big bazooka can.
All right, well, thank you guys very much.
Great, thank you.